Hello! Today we're going to continue talking about matter. One of the things that we've talked about are states of matter. In second grade, we talk about the states of matter, liquids, solids, and gases. So I want to talk to you about how liquids, solids, and gases can change. Matter can change from a solid to a liquid to a gas and back again. Matter changes form when you add or take away heat. Today we're going to figure out how we can change matter. I can't wait to eat my delicious unicorn ice cream cone, but first I want to talk to you about how you can change matter. You can change matter from a solid to a liquid to a gas and back again. Sometimes heat can make matter change to a whole new kind of matter. I wonder what kinds of things we can change using heat. Today, I am going to change matter using a popcorn machine. After I get to eat my unicorn ice cream, of course. We're going to take a kernel of popcorn and we're going to heat it up and add heat to the kernel and see if we can make the kernel change forms. There are a lot of things that can change when you add heat to them. One experiment that you can do is use water. Water is a liquid, so you could take water and put it in the freezer to freeze it, or if you were to take water and put it in a boiling pot and add heat and boil it up, what would it turn into? I think that the water would heat up and evaporate and turn into a gas. This is all really important information about changing matter. I can't wait to eat my unicorn ice cream. With water, you can boil it and turn it into a gas. And you can also reverse that and turn it back into a liquid or a solid. Other things, when you add heat to them, they change completely. If you were to add a fire to add heat to the wood, it would actually burn up and turn to ash. When you take a candle that's made out of wax and it has a wick in the middle and you add heat to it and you put a flame on the candle, the wax actually melts and turns from a solid into a liquid. We're going to take a kernel of popcorn next and add heat to it and see what happens there. Instead of changing a state of matter, it might do something else entirely exciting. I can't wait to have popcorn and ice cream. It's the best day of matter ever. Oh. What happened to my unicorn ice cream? I don't understand. I was just talking for a few minutes. It was a solid and it was in my hand. And now I have nothing but goop. Okay. Oh well, I guess I'll just eat some popcorn instead. So now that I've made a mess, let's have some fun with popcorn. I'm going to be reading from the Popcorn Science book by Natalie Lunis and Nancy White. So what makes popcorn pop? What makes the hard yellow popcorn kernels change into fluffy white popcorn that you eat? It starts out like this, and then it turns into fluffy white popcorn. Well, what happens? Each kernel has a tiny bit of water inside. When the kernel is heated, the water turns into steam. So it goes from a liquid to a gas. The steam builds up until the kernel finally explodes. The explosion blows the kernel inside out. So let's take a closer look at what's happening to popcorn when it's heated up. See how adding heat changed a popcorn kernel like this into a popped popcorn like this. So let's review what we learned today. How can matter change? One way that matter can change is by adding heat. When we added heat to the popcorn kernel, it changed its shape. It went from a little kernel seed into a fluffy white popcorn that you can eat. The other thing that you might have noticed was that my unicorn ice cream changed from a solid into a liquid. A giant liquid mess. How can you change matter by adding heat?